Thanks for chatting to us to preview the Friday night game away to Perth Glory. How are you looking forward to that one?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good challenge for the group, an opportunity to bounce back after last week's defeat, and on a personal note, I get to play in front of friends and family, so that's always nice as well.
Yeah, does that give you extra motivation to put on a performance?
Yeah, for sure, because I don't get to play in front of them every week anymore, so I think knowing they're in the crowd will give me extra motivation, and hopefully extra motivation to bounce back this week.
And in terms of your pre-season, for everybody it was pretty extended, but obviously because you picked up the suspension, it meant you missed the first game. How good was it to be back out there in competitive action with the Jets?
Yeah, it was great. The first week, obviously against Auckland, I was suspended, so it's tough when you have to watch the team. You've worked with them the whole pre-season, so you want to play a part in every game, and I'm just happy to be back and back in with the squad and hopefully put on a good performance.
Yeah, you came on for the entirety of the second half. Did you feel physically good out there?
Yeah, I think pre-season allows us to be fit for the season, which is maybe one of the good things of a longer pre-season. I did feel good. The team steadied a little bit in the second half. Quite didn't get the result, but I think this week is again a good opportunity to show we can play.
You just sort of mentioned there, do you sort of feel as well that there's plenty of positives that can be taken from that game despite the outcome?
Yeah, for sure. I think if you look at the game as a whole, maybe we didn't do our jobs great. We didn't play with a lot of intensity, but I think knowing that now we can put that into the next performance, and I think that passion and hunger in the group is definitely sparked up again.
You've been playing a different couple of roles. You played the centre back at the end of the last game, obviously you were playing right back. How have you sort of found fitting in those different roles and the versatility you've got?
Good. I think it's good for me that I can play different positions and help the team. I've got a lot of leaders in front of me like Roddy and Davo who have a lot of experience and can help me grow and mature into two different roles, which is at the end of the day to help the team. So it's been good to learn two positions, and I hope I can just play as much as I can.
And obviously back at Perth, you're going to be playing potentially against some friends and family there. How would you describe that atmosphere at Perth, and you're looking forward to that?
Yeah, for sure. I think the Perth fans always turn up. I think last week they had a decent turnout for the first game. So again, knowing that my friends and family are there is going to be an extra motivation for sure.
You mentioned the opportunity to play with Davo. Obviously a lot of other new signings during the summer. How are you sort of feeling there, settling in? Who you enjoying sort of playing with and getting to know off the field?
Yeah, for sure. I think Davo's a great character for the change room, for the team. Brings a bit of leadership as well. Being a bit older now, so I think he's good. We've got a few good signings, Louis, Keegs, they're great additions to the squad, and I think they'll be important for the season.